Hey, what's up? It's Boss. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make a smoky, delicious taco sauce. Let's get started. All right, so we've got our peppers, we've got some Roma tomatoes, garlic, an onion, and then for spices, we have turmeric, we have oregano, paprika, and cumin. Cumin's kind of important. I'm not sure what all peppers are here. These were from the freezer, so let's get them ready to go. We're going to lay out a little bit of aluminum foil. These are going to go on the smoker. Pretty much everything is going out there. I'm only going to put half of the peppers on though. So here we are. I've got it started off at 225 degrees. I'm going to do that for about a half an hour. And then we're going to do another half an hour at about 350. So you can see they're close. These need about another 15-20 minutes. The skins are coming off. I want to get a little bit more char and smokiness on there. So we'll leave those for a little bit, and then we'll go set up our food mill. This is going to help us process those tomatoes and make sure that we don't get any of the seeds into our sauce. It's really simple. Just load it up. See? One tong full does it all. And then you're going to spin this thing. So I'll be honest. It takes some elbow grease, right? 1, 2, 3 times around. And look at that, I'm done. Magic. Your mileage may vary. You may need to spin it a few more times. I use the finest mesh, so we have mostly just liquid at the bottom. All right, we're going to get the blender loaded up with our peppers and garlic from the smoker. I forgot to put the onion in here, so I had to add it later, but no big deal. Pour in our tomato liquid, juice, puree, whatever it is, and then add in the rest of our peppers, the fresh peppers, from the bowl. It is a little bit of white wine vinegar next. I'm going to add it up to about 24 ounces just to fill it out here. My goal is to get about 30 ounces of sauce that I can reduce down. Blend it up. Everybody's favorite sound. Blend it for a couple of minutes. You want to get it mostly smooth, but a little chunky is fine. This is kind of pasty. We want it to be, we want there to be some texture. All right, so on the stove in a saucepan, I'm just going to pour right in here from the blender. You can see how thick that is. I will add a little bit of water just to thin that out. Again, I want to let this simmer and cook down so that those flavors really blend together. So I will add a little bit of water and then turn it on to just below medium. That's going to be good right there. We'll add turmeric now. So I'm going to put about a little less than a tablespoon, somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 really. However much you like. If you don't like turmeric, leave it out. I happen to love the flavor. So dump that guy in. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab our oregano. This is really scientific, so you want to just turn it upside down and shake until you feel like you've added enough oregano. At that point, you're done. Okay. We will get our paprika. I want about a tablespoon here again, so dump it in. And the cumin. We like cumin. It gives it a really good flavor and very taco saucy, if you will. I tried to use the measuring spoon, but, well, ain't nobody got time for that. So we're going to put in roughly 2 tablespoons. We'll eyeball it. Just keep shaking it. We got a nice little pile in there. Add some salt. You always want salt. Don't need a ton. It's maybe 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon. And a few drops of lime juice. I left that out of the original ingredients, but it will add a nice little acidity. We're going to stir this all together, make sure we get it really well integrated, really well incorporated into the sauce. All right. Fast stir. Good consistency here. We're going to let this cook for a while and then see what it looks like after it has reduced. This has been cooking for about 10 to 15 minutes at this point. It's starting to reduce a bit. You can see it's boiling really good right now. It smells amazing. You can really smell the smokiness off of the peppers and the tomatoes. And the cumin actually comes through in the odor, which has me excited. I'm going to whisk in a little bit of xanthan gum right here at the end. That'll help emulsify it and give it a nice thick texture. And this is pretty much it. I think we're done, right? So I am going to turn the heat off, stir that up, and transfer it to a bowl so it's easier to bottle. Speaking of bottle, I'm going to use an old whiskey bottle I had sitting around. It's Fireside Bourbon. It is a Denver whiskey. So sterilize the bottle, and here it goes. Pouring from a bowl. It's cool, just a tiny bit. But yeah, I'm still gonna make a mess. So, oh, that's hot. Okay, now that my finger's burning, I'm gonna try and look like everything's cool. Happened to work out pretty much perfectly for this bottle. So here it is. I think it looks really nice. I'm excited to try it. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, but the color is fantastic. The smell in here is amazing. Very smoky, very earthy, and a good strong pepper flavor as well. All right, ready to give this thing a taste. It smells fantastic. I've let it cool down a little bit so I'm not just burning my mouth with the heat. I'm excited to see how it turned out. I've made this recipe a few times. It's always a little different because I have different peppers around or whatever, but this one should be fun because I have no idea what peppers those were that I put in there. Let's go. Let's give it a taste. Let's see how it pours first. That's always important. Definitely thick. It's not going to come flying out on you. There we go. Looks pretty darn good. Let's taste it. Okay, it smells really good. It smells smoky. You can smell both the tomatoes and the peppers. And a little bit of that cumin. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. It's got a good consistency. A little bit pasty, right? So there's plenty of pepper flesh in there. Heat level is pretty good. Might be a little too high for some of my family. We'll see. Guess I'll just have to eat it myself. Very smoky flavor. The pepper blend came out pretty good. It's not too overpowering. It's definitely not sweet. Got a nice savory, earthy flavor to it. I like that a lot. I think that's going to go great on tacos, nachos, enchiladas, all of which are going to be happening in the very near future here in the Boss Grows household. So I will let you know on Instagram after I've had a taste of it on some food how it goes. If you don't follow me there, you should. I'll leave a link below. That's a really good sauce, though. I mean, hard to beat when you want to have a nice... It's not quite salsa. It's not quite hot sauce. It's taco sauce, right? So kind of like an Ortega type sauce. I've recently learned this is kind of a regional thing. They don't have it everywhere. People were like, what kind of hot sauce has tomato in it? But I really like it. I'm going to use this big bottle up pretty quick, I have a feeling. So if you want to see more recipes, check out my other videos. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Only like 15% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. It means there's 85 out of every 100 of you that just need to click one little button. Good things will happen. Alright, thanks for watching, y'all. Until next time, peace.
Hey yo, I grow that hotness so y'all can watch this growing journey on my way to be a botanist. I got this garden game on my kid. You should spice it up and grow like bosses. I grow that hotness so y'all can watch this growing journey on my way to be a botanist. I got this garden game on my kid. You should spice it up and grow like bosses.